Good morning everyone, it's Steve from the Observatory on Bardsey. Now, we've not done one of these videos for quite some time. We've had a somewhat hectic summer. We opened up the observatory and the lodge in late July. The island was reopened for day visitors on the 13th of July, and the logistics of getting the place up and running again with lots of restrictions in place due to the COVID outbreak has taken up quite a bit of our time. Now, we have managed to reopen the lodge, but in a different format to normal. So we're just running one side of the lodge for guests, and the other side, the north side, we're using that for the staff. Now, as many of you know, the staff usually share the kitchen and the washroom with the guests, and because of the virus and the social distancing that's needed to be put in place, we couldn't just run as normal. So we made a decision just to run one side of the lodge as a self-contained letting unit, in the same way as Bardsey Island Trust do with their properties. Now, we had to create a small kitchen for the staff, for the lads in the north side, so we've turned the boot room into a kitchen. They use the lounge, the common room, and they've got use of the library. The guests, they've got the whole of the south side, and the staff are not going in there at all while ever there's guests in there. So it's all a bit different. It's a bit weird compared to normal. It's a bit strange having our friends come in here and them not being able to mix with us and come into our house, which is something you guys have been used to for 5 months now. But yeah, it's all a bit strange for us. So we have just had our second week of guests. The tractor's coming down the track behind me, and they will be leaving on the boat very shortly. Summer wasn't fantastic for scarce birds, but the breeding birds had a fairly good time. We had a couple of pairs of goldfinches nest, great tits, 3 pairs stayed and nested after that little mini invasion that we mentioned in spring. Manx shearwaters are doing exceedingly well. I did put a video together about Manxes but never actually got it finished. I ran out of material, unfortunately, and then the moon beat me to it. So yeah, we've had a good run with storm petrels, and George, along with Josie Hewitt, went out for pretty much every night for about 10 days, got themselves extremely tired, and we've trapped and ringed over 300 storm petrels. The previous highest total, I think, was about 126 or something like that. Might have been 176, but yeah, it was many fewer than what has been trapped this year. So what else has happened? We've had not many scarcities in the summer. I think the last video I did was the day where I found the rose-coloured starling in July, which we all enjoyed very much. Sorry, that was in June, not July. July was, as I say, pretty quiet, and then August began. Well, mid-July we started getting the first few willow warblers. August started and we've had one melodious warbler. There's been a few days where there's been reasonable arrivals of willow warblers, but not masses, not like we used to get in the old days. I'm sounding old here now, where there was 2,000 or more following lighthouse attractions, as we don't get lighthouse attractions anymore since Trinity House changed the lighthouse to a red LED. We don't get them, so as a result we don't get large arrivals of willow warblers, but we've had some smaller arrivals. And then Mark Carter found a melodious warbler up at Tecapel, which then came down to the observatory, and I saw it in the tree outside our back door, so that was quite nice. That's the first one we've had for quite a few years. The past couple of days there's been a couple of pied flies. There's 2 pied fly catches today, and then again Marcus found this morning a wryneck down at Tipetla at the farm. So Mark is leaving today. He's been here for nearly 5 weeks, volunteering, and an extremely valuable member of the support team that we have here on Bardsey. And Mark's main task these past few weeks has been helping, well, he's taken on doing it rather than helping, get the ground ready and all the vegetation clearance for putting in our solar panel array. So Connor, Sam and George and me occasionally have been helping prepare the ground. Our original plan was to put small 4-inch holes bored straight down into the ground, in which we would put a stainless steel copper bolt, stainless steel bolt into the ground, concrete that in, and then there'd be a nut on the end holding the frame in place, and there was supposed to be 6 holes in the ground for each set of panels. We'll do a full video about that at some point soon. So the first set of frames went in really well. We managed to get the 6 holes dug, put the stainless steel rods in, and all looked pretty tickety-boo. The following morning Mark came and said have it bedrock, so everywhere we tried putting pilot holes in the ground we just hit bedrock, which was a bit of a nightmare really. So we then had to change the plan, so instead of a 4-inch hole we've had to do like a 6-inch wide, 6-inch deep concrete pad, and take out some of the bedrock to create a little hole to put these bolts in to hold the solar panels in place, or hold the frames in place on which the solar panels will eventually sit. So that is now looking really good. I can't just turn the camera around, but there's the observatory. Let's see if I can zoom in. No, I can't zoom in, but you can't see the solar array from anywhere on the island. It's completely hidden in the sort of little dell that is the back garden of the observatory, so it's very, very inconspicuous. Even above the observatory garden looking down, there's 2 or 3 little places where you can just see the corners of the panels, and that's it. So we're getting on with that, and hopefully we'll have it ready for full installation soon. So Mark and Sam got the last frames cemented in yesterday. While that's been going on, I've been working away on the annual report on Bardsey's Wildlife, and that's gone off to the printers now, and is with the fantastic guys at Swallowtail Print, and hopefully it will be landing on people's doorsteps sometime soon. It's been once again a mammoth undertaking to get it all ready and sorted. Not only do we write it, but I do all the layout and the typesetting, Emma helps with the editing along with Tony John, who does the initial edits, and then getting all the photographs prepared and sorted and put into place. It is a massive job, and that takes up quite a lot of my spring and part of the summer. So that will be with people fairly soon. And then once we've got that done, once I'd finished that, I was then on to ordering the additional parts, all the little fiddly bits for the solar array. So we've got 24 panels now. The cable and one of the outside boxes will be arriving today. We've got lots of changeover switches, circuit breakers, so it's all coming together. George has been busy doing his Manx Shearwater productivity and measuring chick growth burrows, and is just 100 yards in front of me now. Morning, George. And Sam has been, as I say, helping Mark and opening the nets, doing some ringing, and he finished off all the seabird monitoring. I think the only thing he's got left to do is fulmars. And yeah, it has been a very busy summer, a very busy year all in all. So yeah, we're just out generally looking for migrants now. Autumn's well underway. I don't know what George is watching here, but there's a few willow warblers in the withies as we've walked past. So we will say goodbye. George will probably say hello. Say hello, George.
Hello.
George says hello. You seen anything?
Well, a few pied flies at Nant and some spot flies and willow warblers.
How many pied flies?
2 pied flies.
Two pied fly catchers at Nant.
5 spot flies, and about 60 house martins have gone through, going north.
Right.
So it's the first hirundine passage of the autumn.
So yeah, hirundines are on the move. Sam's had 30 sand martins as well passing through today. Right, we'll say goodbye everyone. Stay safe and we'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.